Name's Dave DeSera. I work for a company called EMA. I am the Chief Technology Officer for that company. I've been in the industry for about 25 years. I've got a background in computer mapping from the University of Wisconsin and have worked with organizations over those years to help implement the technology of geospatial information. I chose the geospatial industry because of, in part, my interest in using technology to solve real-world issues. My background is in this industry, computer mapping, a number of years back, and as the technologies evolve, so have the terms that have accompanied it. But the industry is somewhat of a niche in the technology field, but it's a very powerful technology that's used in all facets of society today and science. It brings together data, people, technology to solve the issues of most societal needs, and it brings with it a lot of accomplishments from the standpoint of leveraging the technology to support the needs of users across the United States and Canada in terms of where I help my customers. What does GITA mean to me? It's an association that goes back 25 some years. It's filled with a diverse set of professionals from the technology side, from the data side. We're very infrastructure intensive in terms of the sectors that we support utility-wise. I've been involved with GITA for over 20 years. I've been involved at the board level. I was president of GITA back in 2002, and I've spent a lot of time working with GITA in the areas of research. The last several years I've been chairing the research committee and have really tried to focus those efforts on developing solutions and templates for infrastructure organizations in the pursuit of protecting critical infrastructure. It's a great way to help educate people, and the association, being a education-based association, has brought with it a lot of opportunity for me to help organizations around the world. As many people know, we have affiliates spread across the world, and it's allowed us the opportunity to travel and meet with those organizations over the years to help them deal with issues as complex as how to respond to an earthquake, all the way down to issues relative to how do you deal with a land base to support parcel management. The GIS conference means for me the opportunity to connect on a regular basis with similar people within my profession. I learn by hearing and seeing things, so I think that's one of the opportunities of conferences, that for people that want to come and see how things are done, it's a great avenue for that. So it brings together many people in the profession that I work with in one place that allows us the opportunity to connect or reconnect and talk through kind of the current issues that we deal with on a regular basis. And from year to year, it changes. The Industry Trends Advisory Group I tag is a great way to keep on top of what is going on in the industry and what's coming from the user's perspective as it relates to the problems that society faces. And in this case, dealing specifically with infrastructure, critical infrastructure issues and such. I've not missed a conference in the past 15 years or so, and it gives me the opportunity to meet with people that are working in the same areas that and also the opportunity to learn to see what's coming up industry-wise. I spend a lot of time working with organizations using this technology to support their needs, and so this offers me that opportunity to learn in terms of what the hardware and software vendors are coming out with in terms of advancements in their technology and the functionality in their software product. That allows me then to carry that forward to my customers. I work with largely infrastructure-based organizations, which is what the focus of this organization is, mostly on the municipal utility side. I think there's great opportunity that GIS brings in terms of helping save money for organizations. And in this time, helping municipal organizations learn to save money through the use of technology is I think, one more avenue by which we can market GITA in terms of the services it can provide. That educational piece to help them understand how this technology can be applied, because if you look at what recently happened in Haiti and the use of GIS technology to support in that relief effort, the use of social media and how the social media was tied to mapping to locate and deal with emergency situations. There's a whole advent of technology that's emerging, especially in the GIS industry in the area of cloud computing, that will offer organizations ways of leveraging GIS technology in a very, very cost-effective way, because they won't have to purchase the software or possibly even the hardware. They can go out onto the cloud and purchase for a period of time some functionality. And I think there's going to be great opportunity for users in the future to learn more about how that technology is going to be available to them in ways that they're not even thinking about it today. I think at GITA it's a community. It's a fairly small community, because if you think about just technology in general, we're a sliver of the technology community, albeit a fairly specialized aspect of it. I think people are missing, for many that work within this sector or touch the GIS industry and profession, because it's really both. It's both a profession and an industry. Yeah, I think they're missing the aspect of understanding the technology and what it really can do for them. In some ways, we're our own worst enemy when it comes to advertising what this technology can do. It's tough sometimes, because it can be a very technical discussion, and for many executives, whether it's a city and or a utility, they don't care about the detail. And it's very hard for those individuals within those organizations to be able to sell this technology to their officials as to what it can bring to them. And that's been the tough part, is really selling that. I think 9/11, in many ways, the silver lining there was how this technology made a difference in the recovery of 9/11. And you've seen subsequent events, natural disasters, in large measure, where this technology has really made a difference. Now, that's in the area of recovery, emergency response, those types of things, but still, the word is slowly getting out. And I know that one of the things that GITA has done over the years from an education perspective is try to get that word out. I think what's challenging for GITA right now is that, this is a very niche technology, and we're struggling with, what's the next new thing. And as GITA looks to strategic planning coming up into the future, they have to look at how they maintain their relevance within this technology sector, because this technology sector has blossomed into every aspect of everyone's life, and so we have an opportunity. We just need to figure out how to communicate that opportunity to all the people that are out there.